Alright, suck YouTube. Just got some stuff for my truck. Got some, shit, I over the speaker. I got some clamps for my license plate. I'm gonna take it off the front bumper. I'm gonna put it up in the front corner of my windshield because I was extremely bored. I had a day off today from work. I didn't think I was going to have one until the end of work yesterday, like right before I clocked out. And I was bored, sitting at home. It's like 4:45 right now, and I wanted to do something, and I have like no money, so that's the first thing I thought of. So yeah, gonna get that done. My friend just got back in town, so I might go mess around with him, see what he's doing. But it's like these little clamps that suction onto the windshield and clamp onto your license plate. I got two of them. Pretty sure they're like the same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing. I just got two in case I needed two. But catch back up with y'all when I start working on the truck. Alright, so I got the clamps out of the box. Just small little suction cups with a hook so you can hook it onto the hole in the license plate. I also got some WD-40 and a rag to clean it because it's been on my bumper for ever since I've had it, which has almost been, actually it'd be a year since I've got my truck, in like 7 or 8 days, because I got it on my birthday, which is in 7 or 8 days. So gonna get it off, gonna take it in here, clean it off, and then go clean the inside of my windshield so they don't fly off when I'm going down the road. But it's gonna be on the inside, obviously. I'm not putting it on the outside of my truck. So yeah, let me go take this off real quick. Alright, so I got my license plate off. It's kind of bent. I don't remember hitting anything in the license plate area. But I'm gonna try and bend it back. Hopefully I don't break it. But yeah, I mean, that's already, it's a little better. But I mean, yeah, I don't care that I'm showing my, yeah, that's already back to normal pretty much. Good enough. I don't care that I'm showing my license plate number. Y'all can look that up. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I'm gonna clean it. Oh shit! I'm gonna clean it off now. And on the bumper, it's like the plastic's pretty old, so the area where the bumper was, or the license plate, is kind of faded, or not faded. It's less faded than everything else. So I'm probably gonna run to the store and get some like plastic restorer or some shit like that, and then see if that helps any, and hopefully it does. So there's not just like one spot that's less faded than everything else. But let's get some like shit, what's it called? Oh, WD-40, and clean this shit up, because there's probably a bunch of dead bugs and dirt in here, because I've beat the tar out of my truck when I go places, and yeah, I just don't want it all dirty in the dash of my truck, getting shit on it. But yeah, let me clean this up and I'll get back with y'all. Just got a little clean rag, or the cleanest one in the garage I could find. Just give it like a scrub, stuff like that. I say stuff like that, just, yeah, give it a scrub. It's gonna make it a little slippery, so you want to get another part of the dry part of the rag when you're done. Wipe it over with the dry part. It's not too dirty, it's a little darker, but rather be safe and have a clean license plate than a dirty one. On the inside, I don't know what shit has been on here. Probably a bunch of stuff I don't want in my truck, so this is just the dry part. I'm trying to get all the other stuff off it. Gonna flip it over and get the back now. It wasn't too dirty to begin with, so it's not too hard. Obviously, if you go off-roading and stuff, which I don't do too often, it might be a little harder, but just get some like degreaser or something like that. You'll be fine. Yeah. So I did a pretty good job of bending it back. It's not really too noticeable. Obviously, if you stare at it, you'll probably be able to see it, but right now it's not too bad. So I'm gonna take 2 clamps and then go see if I can't get them on or get it hung up there in the windshield. Alright, so that's it with just 2 clamps. It's pretty good. I went outside and looked at it. It's pretty nice. But it hangs down a little bit, so I think I might put 2 on the bottom and see what that looks like. And if I like it better with just 2, I'm just going to take the bottom ones off and do that. So I'll show you when I'm done. Alright, so I was trying to move it up a little bit, my license plate, because there's still some room for it to move up. So I was trying to move it up to as far as I could. And fuck, that's hot. But just from it sitting, damn it, it's still hot. Just from it sitting in the windshield for like 10 minutes, it got so hot. So I'm trying to like cool it down because it was so hot. Like, it's still pretty hot. So alright, so got it moved up a little bit. It's like the very highest point it could go. I think it looks pretty good. I think with like because like in Texas you got like the white, off-white type or silver type of background and black letters, and that I think it goes pretty good with like the badging and the light bar and like the wheels. I think it all just kind of complements each other. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna go get plastic restorer today. I might do it on the weekend, so I have something to do. I'm gonna try and get amber film ordered for these light pods that I have, because oh shit, I got these light pods just sitting around. I was gonna mount them on my hood, but I really didn't want to like drill through my hood, even though on some parts of it it's kind of fading. Can't really see it from back here, but it's kind of fading in some spots. So even though it's fading, I don't really desire to drill through my hood. And I did some researching, and I found clamps that go on your hood, but you also have to drill through the hood for those, even like on the sides and stuff. So I went on Instagram and I did some researching on there, and there's a company, I forget what they're called. I'll throw a picture of their Instagram page up on the screen now. But they basically make clamps like the ones that go on your hood, but they go on like the corner, like the kind of right here by the mirror, and they kind of come out a little bit. And I think it looks really clean. So I think I'm gonna order some of those whenever my dad gets home. I'm gonna ask him what he thinks. And yeah, because I got I'll just go ahead and show you right now. I got a light bar in the front. It's pretty centered. I got it as centered as possible. I think it looks pretty good because like the ends match up right there and right there. But since it's the stock bumper, the mounts were like super weird, so it does kind of angle down a little bit. I don't use it too much anyways. It's mostly just for looks, but whenever I do turn it on, it usually lights up pretty good. So the mounts I was talking about, they mount in right here. This is where your door opens. This is your windshield and your door. It opens up, the mounts go in here. I'm pretty sure you drill through them, or you drill them in, and they kind of like come up and out. And so your pods will sit like somewhere in this general area on both sides. So I'm gonna have 2 light pods right there with the amber film. Then I'll obviously just run the wires down and put them in either the fuse box or the battery. I can't remember where I put the wires for the light bar, but they came through the firewall right here. We ran them over here into here, and then we put them up to a switch. So my dad helped me with that. It was a pretty clean setup. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was gonna try and take this off, this like inner lining. I'm not sure what all it would expose. I'm sure it's not too big of a deal, but is kind of tearing right there, and you can tell my tire is rubbing on it. And it doesn't really bother me that my tire is rubbing on it. I just think it'd look cleaner if I took it off, and I already took off all the mud flaps, so because I really don't go off-roading and I'm not worried about my paint getting chipped. So yeah, I might in the future take the fender flares off. I know if you take them off, it exposes like a hole in the side panel here, like the fender. So I'd have to like come up with like an idea to fill those, because I don't want just this normal hole, or not. I just don't want like holes in my fender area. And same with the back. And then since they're like stock wheels, they'll look like they're poking out more. I think it'll look better. But yeah, I forgot to show y'all. There's my license plate mounted up there. I think it looks pretty good. Or actually, yeah, I did show y'all that. Never mind, I'm retarded. But yeah, you can see kind of like right here where the license plate was. It's more faded and then less faded. So I'm trying to restore this and get it to all the same. Got a little gas right there. I'm not sure from what. And then eventually, when I get some money, I'm gonna get a new grill. I found one on the same website. I found the mounts, but it's like $500. Looks really good, but it's also $500, which I don't have. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna wait till my dad gets home and try and get some stuff ordered for my truck. Amber film for sure. Mounts maybe, and then hopefully get that put on this weekend. See what it looks like. I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna look pretty good with those mounts. I'm gonna put them on without the amber first, and then put the amber on. I can always take the amber off if I want to, but yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good. It's starting to come along. I'll throw a picture up when I first got it. It definitely wasn't a pretty sight. I mean, it didn't look bad, but it definitely looks good now. This is my dad's truck. He bought it to resell or keep it. I don't know. It's a 98. He just put new headlights in there. I'm not sure where the old, oh, here's the old one. You can see how faded that is, and then how good the new ones look. They're stock. They're pretty cheap. You found them on eBay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my truck sits a little higher than his, just because I got a 2-inch leveling kit on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'll probably upload this video and then do another one once I get parts coming in and stuff, and update y'all as stuff goes along.